Oh, hello. I didn't hear you come in. Isn't this grand? I picked this up in Venice in 1878 during the gondola races. First place. Anyway, you kind of caught me at a bad time. I'm on my way to a gala at Hearst Castle. Haven't seen Randy in years, and I thought this might make a nice little hello, how do you do gift. How I'm getting there, you say? Time travel. It's been an old family business for years. Started with my great-great-great-grandfather and passed it on down through the generations. And we've been in the business selling, making, distributing, and I've had some of the best vacations I could ever imagine. Now my two boys have the business, and they came up with a sweet little hybrid, and they gave me my own, which I keep right here. So anyway, it is getting late, and I'm so sorry. I wish we could chat more, but I can't wait to do the Charleston and have a little bathtub gin, maybe even meet Al Capone. But remember, safety first. Have a wonderful evening. I know I will. Ta-ta.
Hey, I'm Joe Serviceman. You may not think it, but yeah, I've been doing some time travel. I did it for these little guys right here. It was Valentine's Day, and my wife wanted some flowers, but when I come from, these don't exist anymore. So I built my own machine. I'm part of NUDO, Nations United Time Travel Assistant. You know, it's just part of what we do in the future. So I came back to get some of these for her, and after that she said, well, why didn't you just take me to Bora Bora? So now I come here on my time off. Most important thing is I can't take any of this back with me anymore. I got in trouble for the post road, but probably shouldn't have done that.
I'm Karen.
And I'm Pam.
I work in a soup kitchen.
And I work at McDonald's.
That's a good job.
Come on, get to the point. We're going to talk about our little contraption.
Oh yeah, we're going to show you our time machine. Come here, turn on power.
Alright.
And
go around this way.
This is some of the apparatus.
This isn't,
for
that's
the,
not.
Okay, don't look at that. Okay, this will bring
Any bugs to the future.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, watch out this here. This is not part of the time machine, it's just, don't worry about it. Alright, we're gonna touch this apparatus here. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I'm up here. I'm up here.
Pam!
Give me down.
Why'd you get up there?
I don't know, but I need help. Give me down.
Oh my lord. Oh girl, I can't see your butt cheeks. You need to get some longer
Well, get my
shorts.
butt cheeks out of the shot.
They're not in the shot, but I'm just saying. Are they in the shot? She's gonna, I'm gonna catch her.
This is so dangerous.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay. Just don't fall that way.
Oh man.
Alright. Okay.
The secret to time travel. Oh. If I only had some sort of inspiration. It's coming, dear. It's coming. Perhaps a snack would make me feel better.
Of course, my love.
Something needs. Oh.
There you go.
All over my work, dear. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do you see this?
I see it.
Oh my goodness. It's the secret to time travel. This is it. We must print this immediately.
Joe Davison here, member of the TSA, that is of course the Time Traveler Security Alliance. Now as a member of the TSA, we confiscate a number of time traveling recipes from international, interdomestic, and inter-time loopic people. Now those people and those recipes that are confiscated prove to be valuable assets to the whole of time travelers all around the world. and universe as we know. This, for example, is one right here, a sorrel sauce. This sauce, deceivingly, delicious, heavy on the salt, sure, but you're gonna be blasted back to medieval times, so it's well worth this salty taste.
Hello? Hello? Is this how it works? Hello? Do I talk into this? This is so primitive to me. Is this thing on? Okay, so I did it. See, a lot of movies say you have to be naked to time travel, but you don't. Cause before my fiance died, she told me her favorite food was tacos, and we don't have that anymore in the future. So figured come back on Taco Tuesday of 2020, and boom. So I figured I could see her and we could have tacos together. I just missed her terribly, and life is so weird. She was about to be my wife. All she wanted was some tacos, so I figured, woo, let me see what the hype's about.
Hi there, Paul and Mary Ellen Johnson here. I'm Paul, named after Minnesota's famous Paul Bunyan and Babe the Blue Ox. If you don't know who they are, well, I suggest you read up on them because it's really fun stuff.
And I'm Mary Ellen, Mary after Jesus' mom, and Ellen after the gay comedian, which Grandma still does not approve of. But that is just because Grandma hates Jesus. We all love that plucky TV show host.
We met through our local church's Dating Through Time potluck, where all the singles bring a dish from their recent time travels, and I brought my now famous Swedish meatballs from none other than King Charles XII himself. Yep, turns out I'm related to him way back. So I decided to go visit old Uncle Charlie, and after he got back from Turkey, exiled, and well, it turns out Swedish meatballs were made in Turkey. Who would have thought?
I brought a casserole.
Yeah, Mary Ellen here, she time traveled just a stone's throw away to Utah to see some relatives, and well, I don't know about that whole no drinking thing, but boy howdy, her grandmother's long lost recipe for hot dish was the best hot dish that this hot dish ever did serve up.
It's a casserole.
Well, I got interested in time travel back when I was about 8 years old, I believe. Dad bought the first generation Time Pod, as they called them, but they had to change the name because people got confused with Tide Pods.
Oh yeah, things started getting real messy there when folks kept trying to travel through time with laundry detergent.
And this hot dish young lady here, well, she got interested through her local church group, and well, I just knew I had to have a lady that was interested in hopping through time as much as I was.
Happen. More like poppin'.
Oh.
Makes me think of our first date.
See, we're both history buffs, and we went picnicking during the Civil War, and a stray cannonball caught her, and boom, she was gone. Not a way to impress a lady on the first date, let me tell you that. But it worked out. I did some jumps through time and got back to the potluck, and well, our second date, it went off without a hitch.
It sure did. I mean, he got to tell me all about how on our first date, I died. Oh no, I'm not mad. I mean, hazards of using a dating app. I tell you what, though, I would get blown to smithereens by 18 different cannonballs if it meant that I got to spend the rest of my time with this fella right here. Just the best.
Oh. Well, speaking of best, well, I wouldn't change a thing about our story. Well, maybe the getting blown up on the first date thing, but hey, through one of my jumps through time to fix things, I invented mayonnaise, because it's the best.
Oh, well, speaking of time, dinner's almost done. It's in the oven.
Yeah, it's her famous hot dish.
My name is Eleanor Driver, and I'm a time traveler. I discovered that I could travel time when I heard the humming that you can hear maybe in the background. I opened my closet and there was a swirly dirly thing going on, so I decided to hop on in there and see what happened. It was pretty cool. I like to travel to the prehistoric times. Sometimes it's a little scary though. There's there's big animals. I don't really like big animals. I'm more of a cat kind of gal, if you couldn't tell by my shirt. It's my fancy shirt. I wanted to wear it because you guys were interviewing me today. The other thing I like to do is travel back to Manhattan, New York, to see my grandmother. I ask her about recipes because she never wrote any down. She passed away like 10 years ago, and it was really, really sad for all of our family. But now I make her food, and it's almost like she's here. So it's actually pretty easy how it works. What I have to do is I have to take this little pot, and I grab like a lemon or an apple sometimes, maybe even pasta if I want to go back to old Italy, you know? And then all I have to do, especially to see my grandmother, is I just give it a lick, because familial DNA, if you were, put it in the pot, and then I just open this door and pop right in. I'm not gonna do it right now because, you know, it gets a little nervous about having to work in front of other people. Silly time machine. Yeah, but to take precautions, I like to watch time traveling movies. My favorite one is The Time Machine that has Guy Pearce in it. Yeah, that always reminds me not to try and change things, just to explore and see what the world was like before I was around, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's why I like to time travel.
How did I know I could first time travel? Well, it was in the 4th grade. We were studying the American Revolution, and I thought about it for maybe 3 seconds, and then I was there. One time, I stopped Rome from being burned to the ground, and it did not work out well for the rest of us. So I had to go back, and that time I lit the match and I watched it burn all the way again, because I needed to come back to present day. I have my own Etsy shop full of cross-stitching, and I'd love if you'd take a peek.
The year is 2093. I'm John Steiner, and this is my humble abode and my laboratory. I am in the process of reinventing my grandmother's time bubble in a hope of going back in time and putting a stop to the future that was created. Here in my laboratory and my home, we have begun to work on the machine that may make it possible to travel again. If you found this video, know that there were trees that grew outside, and animals, and other people. And I will be going back because I'm committed to that future. Back to find my grandmother and to put a stop to this future.
My name is Ruby Otis, and I own the florist right up the road. Been around since 1902. Now, I first got the insight into time travel from a dream a while back, and it said that all moments beyond space and time are stored within the earth herself, especially these old redwoods. Now, the first thing you got to remember when you travel is you got to get a little dirt from now, put in your pocket, your satchel, what have you, if you want to come back. Now, the secret to make it all work is that you got to be in direct connection to the electricity or the information of the Mother Earth. So you put your bare feet directly on the ground, and when you create that bond to the source of all life, it's beautiful. I'm sorry.